So Boolean searches are really great because they can help you broaden a search or narrow a search. If I want to have more information about a topic, I am going to add the word and because it's going to give me both of the topics. So let's start with a keyword. And notice how they do have limiters here again. I have my keyword. I can do title, author, subject, series, or note. Again, we really want to focus either on keyword or on subject. We did get a lot more in our subjects, didn't we? So let's stay with our subject. Let's add our subject down here. Let's do World War II. So we know we're going to absolutely have World War II information. And let's do women. So I am actually looking for information that it has World War II and women in it. Okay. I want all of these words. It could be starts with these words or this exact phrase. If I want the exact information, I can do this exact phrase, or I could put quotation marks around it. This says to the computer system, especially in something along the lines of Google, hey, don't mess with my words. I want them to be exactly this way. I'm going to go ahead and take them out right now because I'm saying I want all of these words to be in here. I do have more limiters down here saying I want them at our school. And look, I could choose from multiple different types of formats. Now, keep in mind, I'm not going to necessarily have music or sound recordings. It's a possibility, but I wouldn't hold all of your eggs in that basket. But let's take a look at maybe some books. That's a limiter. And I'm not going to put a call number limiter on there because I want any type of book. And let's leave the rest there. So, publication, I'll probably leave that blank too. I am just going to do our search now. So, women in World War II or World War II women and all of these words. And we're going to look in our subject area. Oh, you know what? Miss Elliott, remember we took out World War II, the two part. Now let's see. I got 14 searches. So before I had 410 when we looked in our subject area. Now I have 14. This has actually decreased my amount of materials because I only have a finite amount of material. So looking through here now, I can say, oh, now let's take a look. Here's a woman named Pauline who was a special agent. Ooh. This is a fiction, so I wouldn't use this. Rosie Riveter, the women working on the home front during World War II. This would be an excellent resource if I were looking for a book about women who were working during World War II. I want us to take a look at this one here, this fourth one down. Look where it says women in World War I. Remember, we took off the 2 so that we could get some searches, but we have to be careful. I couldn't pick that one and then represent that information as a World War II. Stories of women in World War II, we can do it. So it looks like to me that we have a good amount of information about women in World War II and what they did to assist. Now, I'm also curious. I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to say, hey, let's refine our search a little bit because I can truncate this word, which means, hey, I'm actually going to put a little asterisk up here because I put women, but what if it said woman? Okay, what if it wasn't pulling up a resource because of the way that I said or I typed the information in? So again, let's try that and let's do a search and see if we get anything different. Nothing different, but it could have. Interesting. Okay, we used the correct one the first time. I imagine that would definitely be a little bit more helpful if we were using a resource like Google, but we're not going to do that right now. Notice that capitalization War over here wasn't capitalized, and that's okay. And punctuation. I didn't write any sentences out, and I didn't put a period there. So I think that it is time for us to go over to another series. I'm sorry, another database. And we're going to take a look at the UNT database, the University of North Texas database. And it is interesting because it is going to be a little bit higher level because of it being a college resource. So we're going to come down here to databases and we're going to go to Academic Search Complete. Academic Search Complete. I'm going to go ahead and log in. And now I have Academic Search Complete up here. And I have, does it look kind of familiar? It has some of those terms that we had talked about. A advanced search, we had one of those. And down here it says, hey, I can add some Boolean phrases here. Find all my search terms, find any of my search terms, and then a smart text searching. So interesting. I can provide even more limiters down here and say, I only want it if it is a full text. I only want it if it has black and white photographs, color photographs, if it's from a newspaper. So all these will help to limit your amount of returns, which is helpful. Let's try now. To come up here, we're on a basic search. Let's go to an advanced search a little bit more. Let's stick with women in World War II or World War II women. And instead of, oh, I misspoke earlier. I'm so sorry. When we truncate something, I can type in World War and II, and let's do and work, and we're going to add the asterisk. This is actually saying, I'm going to say, let's leave it open-ended. Okay. It could be something else after the word work. Okay. And I also want to add in the word women. And again, that is going to be with an E, R, and A. Oh no. Okay, sorry, I thought I lost us. So now I have 901 returns. That is a large amount of returns. Now maybe I want to try for some even more limiters. What do you think? I think we should. Okay, so let's change it and let's add a limit on the publication date. Maybe I don't want anything before 1999. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't take too many out. So it looks like it's been something of a little bit more interest in the past couple of decades. I can start just looking through here and looking to see what exactly has been written about women during World War II, and the work that they did. I do want to be careful and always make sure that as we are looking through these articles and these journal posts, that we again are looking to make sure that it has World War II women and those that are working. Now let's go back and let's take a look and let's use a not. So let's do women here and not as a limiter. So we want to make sure that it's World War II women, not. So I want nothing to do with working. Who knows?